Hey man, it's T-Shawn. We're looking at football cards today. Football card theater. We're going to start with some big cards. Jacques McKinnon and George Gross, both San Diego. These are from 65. I like them. Honestly, only basketball cards should be shaped like this. I still really like them. If you know what I love about them, you look on the back, the comic is so big. Look, Jacques' dad played shortstop for the New York Yankees. And then there's Jacques in the stands. That's my pops. And I think he has like a soft head, so he has to wear one of those helmets. His dad, Harold, was part of the Yankee farm system. And now look on the back of George Gross's. There he is. George was Southeastern Collegiate Wrestling Champion. And there he is in full uniform. They only wore those when they wrestled against Penn State. Yeah, you have to keep an eye on those guys from Happy Valley. Okay, here's some cards from 58. Dick Deschaine. Says he's an end, but here he's punting. So on the back it says, Deschaine's booming punts kept rivals clubs pinned down deep in their own territory. There's also a comic on back, but you have to rub a coin to see the answer. Oh, here's a great one. Jack Christensen. He's doing the Monster Mash in this one. Him, Dracula, and his son. They're all doing it. Here's Torgy Torgeson. I like that. That's a great name. Speaking of great names, Gern Nagler. Yep, the Chicago Cardinals, Gern Nagler. Here's a card, Rip Hawkins. I'm pretty sure this is from 1963. That's my best guess. Here's Rosie Grier. Wasn't he like a needlepoint guy? I remember that. Then he became a preacher and took confessions from killers in jail. All right, here's Yale Lary. I like this. He's safety punter. I think those are two different jobs. I don't think he's just there in case the punter gets hurt. But you look on the back. This was interesting. The comic, it says, what is Yale's occupation during the off season? And it says, place red paper on card and see answer. It says Yale gives massages at the YMCA. Okay, I don't know why massages is in parentheses. That's a big thing of oil he's sitting on. Okay, I'm kidding. I made that up. That's fake. What his job in the offseason is, Yale runs a meth lab. That's real. The other one was a joke. Speaking of Breaking Bad, here's Walter White. He looks like the guy from Used Cars. Also Cannery Row. I forget the actor's name. Here's Alex Karras. Do you remember him? He starred in that show Webster with George Webster. No, I think it was a little black kid, Emmanuel Lewis, but it was based on George Webster. Here's Al Cowlings. He was the first guy to work for Uber. Here's a 49ers leaders card from the late 70s, and you look at the top, Gene Washington. He looks so slick. This could be like the back cover of an Ojays album. Like he's the lead singer, a guy next to him plays bass, skinny guy plays drums. Here's Chester Markle. I'm bad with names. But you remember him. He was in the Goonies. He played Sloth. Look at him. You know what? Here's a true story. He did not actually play Sloth, but you know who really did under the makeup? John Matuszak. That's actually true. I know I lie a bunch on these, but that's an actual true fact. Okay, lastly, we're looking at a 1972 O.J.Simpson card. Check out the back. O.J. and Cubs Ernie Banks are cousins. I did not know that. We look at the front again. Dude, that doesn't even look like O.J. Like if he committed a heinous crime and they did a photo lineup with this picture, I wouldn't have picked him out. He would have got away with it. Okay, that's this episode of Football Card Theater. I'm your old pal T-Shawn. Till next time, peace.